bezubaan today while I talk about the whole country and how the country was left psycho ray when 4 बज गए थे but party चल रही थी और आ गए थे सचिन और जिगर and obviously there was no stopping ever since. And they've sworn, Sachin and Jigar have sworn that, they'll make every Kamariya swing and every Basanti dance while also soothing Saibo's soft heart. So finally, आप वापस हवेली में आ गए हो with this Tumkeshwari. What's with this name? What's with the game? What's with the song?
Firstly, listen, that is so funky. Dude, nobody has ever introduced us like that. That's awesome.
Well, I tried. For the creativity that y'all are, I'm sure that this is no match, but still.
No, but it's pretty good. You know, it's lovely the way you introduced us. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
see,
you.
coming to Tumkeshwari, see, I think me and Jigar have always thought that, that when you drop a original dance song, it's got to have some kind of a sweet shock value, it's got to have some naughtiness in it, something to make you turn your head or turn your ears around and say, what is that, And I think when Amitabh came up with the word Thumkeshwari, it said that it had enough ring in it. पहले हम लोग ने एक दूसरा गाना बनाया था with the word Thumkeshwari. And that was, by the way, made a year ago. And nobody liked it. And that song had gone into the, the cool storage forever. And,
Yes.
And we never, actually, we never revisit a rejected song. Like once rejected forever. We never revisit it. And but one day while we were jamming, this idea came through between us and the word popped us on its own between us. And then we played it to the producer. And the producer said, guys, let's go for it. So Thumkeshwari actually has a, what do you say? Has an idea behind it, which we will come to know maybe a little later. But for now, the song and its word and its dance and the video and Shraddha and Kriti and Varun have literally killed it. And after a very long time, I think original song is getting the kind of response that Tumkeshwari is getting. We were living through the era of remakes, and we were so scared of doing an original dance song. Although love songs aate the, love songs chalte bhi the, but to have original dance song, producers were getting scared. Because, it wasn't kind of getting the response that it should ideally get. And I think with Tumkeshwari, that little barrier, I think it has crossed, and I hope that it keeps doing well, so that creators like us and everyone else can get more chances to make original stuff.
It's not a little barrier. It's 50 million views, and it's not. It's the mark that it has crossed, and how, and it's trending. I'm sure you. So, were you expecting the kind of explosion that it has created? Were you expecting this?
Listen, we make these songs for these explosions. Trust me, it's very validating when you get that response. But yes, every time we put out a song, we expect this reaction. We expect it. It's just amazing, magical, amusing how, when people do respond. And when they do, then it's not our song anymore. It's their song. I mean, I've been watching the reels that people making on Tumkeshwari. Everybody has their own Tumka. Everybody has got their own tadka to give. And that's the beauty of what we do. When we do something, we do it with a certain, of course, we do it with the intent कि हाँ लोगों को मजा आना चाहिए, लोग नाचने चाहिए, लोग गाने सुनने चाहिए, etc. All that's there. But can I tell you that that I have these, that me and Jigar have these hit songs in our pockets, and whenever we drop them, we know that people will accept it? No, there is always that anxiety. Every time, like a butterfly, like a 6-year-old kid going for his first exam. It's always there, and you're always waiting to see how people respond, and it's magical when they do. So we're very, very elated, and it's not just Tumkeshwari. Even Apna Banale's got that sort of response. Even Jangal Mein Kaan's got that sort of response. So now this is making it like a wholesome album experience. This is original content at its very best. And it's coming for a film that's going to give you a 3D family entertainer 70mm cinema experience. So what better film to give you these songs for?
What better film? And I think there is some universe thing going on, and there is more to what seems to be. So I'm sure we are all waiting for that. And while you talk about Dhamaka and Dhamal and Bollywood and creating explosives and explosions, there is also a small, soothing indie side to what you all have, and you all have spoken about it a lot of times. It's not just the hook, and you all have said that, of course, like with Laadke, it was a 7 minute long, it was a hook in itself. The whole song was a hook. So, which side do you both swing to personally? Is it the Bollywood side of it, or do you all, what are your magical songs? I mean, what do you,
You know
incline?
what? It's a very valid question, and let me put it out in the most easiest way we can say. Okay, we love what we do. We love to make music. You know, there is nothing more we love in this, and we are glad that we are in this process of making music every day for something else or the other. Now there have avenues have opened up for every artist. And we've always said that Bollywood has given us the chance to do everything. You know, we've done hip hop, we've done reggae, we've done alternate rock, we've done a ballad. So ऐसा नहीं है कि with Bollywood you cannot do stuff that you can do in indie. With indie, definitely you can't do the stuff that you're doing in Bollywood, right? But coming to what we like is that now we are making music for every platform with the most of what we know and with the most creative way we can go for it. So there is nothing we are doing just for the sake of it. When we are scoring for a film, we are scoring it with the same love and passion that we would make an indie song for ourselves. Or where we are scoring for an OTT platform, we are scoring it with the same passion. So the platforms are different, the requirements are different, and it betters us as artists. It in fact gives us an insight into our own selves to cater to a different audience with the same passion and honesty. So I think what we love is to make music, and that is what we are inclined to do. These platforms and our indie music only gives us a different source to do the same.
And so well said when you talk about, you giving love to your songs. We can all see the love that the fans are giving you, and that will happen in the comment section. There'll be a section where, there are fan comments that are bizarre, crazy. They love you so much for not for the music that you all create, but I think it's more for the people that you are, and your beliefs and your they've seen your interviews. The people are watching your interviews and also commenting on that. That shows that they love you as people also. So that's about that. But there's a rapid fire set. So whenever you all are ready, let's get on to it.
Ever ready.
Shoot away.
Let's shoot. Who of the two is more impulsive? Oh my God, that was very honest. Very honest. Who needs more food breaks? You all are both. You have the same answers. You all are not in the same.
We are
page.
together.
How honest.
We've been together for what, 18 years now? 17, 18
That's
years.
That's very honest. Moving on, who's the more inclined to masala music versus indie? Okay, Sachin is more inclined to masala.
Yes.
And you are the indie person. Okay.
No, I'm not the indie person. It's just he's
Okay.
20, I'm 19.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't show when the music comes out. It's just you guys
honestly,
are two people.
I
Soul.
actually, it would be wrong to say masala or indie per se. I'm when I listen to music, I'm more like the audience. I like popular stuff, and Jigar digs in and finds his niche. So he'll and it's great. Sometimes I hear what he hears in his car, and I'm like, hey, who's this artist? I'll be like, this is a new kid on the block. So he's listening to a lot of indie stuff. He's also listening to not necessarily indie stuff, but he's listening to not such like he's not essentially listening to it because it's popular. Like he digs his music.
So
Also, like
classy back then.
No Masi classy. In fact, post pandemic, I think I've gone into the other side. Like ऐसे चलो मस्ती करो, मजाक करो, अभी ये क्या होता है, इतना सोचना नहीं है types.
But does it reflect on the kind of music you're creating? Does it affect your
Absolutely.
thoughts? है ना?
No, it does.
Absolutely.
It does. It does. But see, I think me and Jigar both come from theatre, so we are always going to keep the script as at the center, and script is the nucleus of every piece of work that comes through. So the script has its own demand. It will tell you what kind of songs it can afford, what kind of songs it really needs to have, what kind of songs it cannot afford to have in the narrative. So for us, the script is always going to be important. Like Jigar said earlier, platforms may be not important, but yes, the script, of course. Who's your character? Why would he sing such a love song? Why would he sing such a dance song? And I mean, a lot of good ideas also come through, and that's why we have more than one narrations. Lots of narrations, and the narrations inspire us to give the script something that it deserves. So, uh, yes, yes, you would want to follow if there is a trend, and if it's a good trend, you would want to follow. Like, imagine if people are now open to lot more than they were before, because they are listening to so many indie artists and so much indie music is coming through, which does not have the barrier of the script or the character, etc. Now, if if the musicality has opened up, and then it will be great to explore that, and why not? Then maybe Bollywood can, like, just like Jigar said, some Bollywood songs can sound like indie songs, but still, me and Jigar will first put the script and the character in the center, and then, not worry about what we are listening to in our cars.
Yeah, but when you talk about ideas, the following is the rapid question. Who is more likely to wake up in the middle of the night when an idea strikes?
There you
Oh,
go.
right?
Hmm.
Following up, like,
He doesn't sleep. He doesn't sleep.
yeah, what was one of your
He
recent
doesn't sleep.
ideas, if you don't mind
One of
sharing?
the recent
Ideas, if you don't mind sharing. Is there a thought that came in? Would you like to share it with people?
Kalle
Tumkeshwari
kalle.
and Tumpeshwari
Tumkeshwari.
both. Tumkeshwari is the most recent. उसके पहले वाला कर लेगा, but Tumkeshwari actually, yes, was a middle
And
of a night idea.
he called me at 4 a.m. He's like, "किधर है?" So I said, "Obviously, I'm sleeping. What do you mean, किधर है?" So he's like, "नहीं नहीं नहीं, मेरे को कुछ तेरे को सुनाने का है." So I was like, "हाँ सुना." And he's playing one beat on the phone, which I'm not able to feel because he's playing it in the speaker. And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." मैं बोला, "जिगर तू क्या कर रहा है?" बोला, "नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो वर्ड था ना, ठुमकेश्वरी, ठुमकेश्वरी, ठुम 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 ठुम." And then I sort of got it. I was like, on the phone only, I told him, "देख boss, ये अपना काम हो गया.
अरे,
तूने crack कर लिया है."
but it is insane, how these songs come. और इतना pressure होता है ना, बहुत pressure होता है, because when the producer and the director believe in you ना, you have to live up to that expectation, and I think we are blessed
But
that
at the same time, whenever a song becomes a hit, that's when Jigar stops sleeping well, because our hit songs become his ghosts. They
yeah,
haunt him, because now we can't do those. We have to find something new.
something else.
And
क्योंकि
better your own songs, or maybe I
yes,
mean,
yes, that is
bigger
why.
goals.
Okay, since we are on rapid fire, we can't elaborate this.
Yeah, I would love, the audiences would not like to stop. But moving on, so that is that. Who is fussier or not flexible when it comes to approving something? Who is, very stuck on? Oh my God, there's a lot that is coming out about you, Jigar.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically,
Uh,
yeah, I can I can describe myself in one line, which I can't say here.
we would
No, no,
try.
no, 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 no. I know this is rapid fire, but I'll tell you what. Basically, with Jigar, what happens is he's a rebel. He does not like to accept an idea because we've easily got it. And sometimes in that process, he forgets that, boss, this is a brilliant idea. So then I have to rationalize him.
Yeah.
So I have to give him a.
I'll tell you, we would have not had some of our songs if I were
Normal. If I was normal.
and if I weren't had Sachin come up and say, okay, like for example, when Sachin came up with this idea of Jeene Lagaun, I completely didn't like it. I said, nahi, ye nahi ho sakta hai, and he said, इसको
lived
बैठ
on the
के
song for many years.
yes. So Sachin came up with that idea,
Yeah.
and Priya came up with that lyric, and I was like, oh my god, this is too commercial. We can't do this. This cannot happen. Okay. And he said, no, we have to do this, and let us do this with all the intensity that we do all our other songs. You give it, we have to give it our all. And we believed in it. But it was completely Sachin's vision, and we believed in
No,
it. We went for it, and the
no,
day it came out, it completely
the,
shattered me, thinking, oh my god, I was not seeing this.
no,
As an artist.
but the point is, Harshita, the point is that it is as human as you are seeing it now. Me and Jigar are different people, except both of us know that we've got a goal to give a good song. In the end, the song wins, no matter whose vision it is. And I think the combination the has the merit. It's not what I'm thinking or he's thinking. Also, sometimes you can't clearly think. There is so much pressure. That's all. That's all. I just wish that Jigar can thoda sa relax sometimes, because he gets too worked up whenever there is. If the producer calls and tells him now, ये work नहीं कर रहा है, बाप रे भाई साहब, dinner गया,
Panic mode is
रात
switched
गई.
on.
So I just
But there are
so I
times
tell him
actually.
after so many years, थोड़ा सा शांति से बोला.
That's what you guys do, right? Filling gaps of
Yeah,
each other.
Absolutely.
I think the best
Absolutely.
part about a partnership is that you can take off the load from the other person and just calm the hell down of it. थोड़ी
And
देर के
sometimes
लिए.
we can even give the load to the other one and vanish. Sometimes we do that.
But ठीक है, I think
saying anything. Jigar is very quiet.
no, I'm okay. I'm okay. I know I am the person to be blamed here, so I better be
No,
quiet.
Jigar, no, on the contrary. Like, there'll be a day when I will switch off my phone. I will not accept anybody's calls. Those days, all those calls Jigar will pick up. He'll take all the load. In the evening, he'll call me and tell me, "Abhi aayega studio."
How sweet.
ठीक है. I think we are living the time of our life. To be very honest.
That's how it should be. I mean, y'all are not letting your fun go when y'all are working. So I think what better,
No,
how better can passion live, That's how
Yeah, and
passion
we are living, other than the music, we are living a 360-degree relationship with each other of love, hate, anger,
totally.
food.
Between me, Priya, Jigar, we have everything. We have Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, we have Ghar Ghar Ki Kahani, we have Bhediya, we have everything. We have PS4. It's wholesome.
Y'all have booties and kamariyas. Y'all have much more, much more.
Ask us about it.
So, yeah, I can't get enough. I was watching your couple interview, and there's a lot more which I can talk about, but obviously I have to go on with the rapid fire. So let's go ahead with this. Moving on, who prefers working solo versus working in a team? So there are times when you might want to, single out and just focus on composing, and there is somebody who's just more comfortable with getting ideas with the team. Like with you and Jigar and Sachin probably together get better ideas.
See,
I don't know.
I don't think there is a way we work, There are some times that we, like Apna Bana Le while we were making, it was a thing that we were sitting together, right? There are some songs that Sachin has come up with, and then I'll take it ahead. There are some songs that I've come up with and he'll take it ahead. I don't think there is a process or there's
no formula.
Yeah.
No formula.
Yeah, because songs do not come, with a
at your wish,
at your convenience. And I think now that's something we respect about each other, and there is no ego. कि इसने बनाया, मैंने बनाया, किसने बनाया. I mean, I don't think that is something. I don't think there's a relevant answer to your question. I think we are both comfortable in whatever way the song wants to come to us.
Thank you for answering this. Wonderful. But there is this number game, right? कि ये song को इतने views मिले, इतना perform किया. Digitally ये होता है. So social media पे होता है. So who's more interested in the numbers or gets restless? Numbers नहीं आए हैं, आए हैं.
Neither of us.
No, neither of us. Neither of us.
Our
I see. I'll tell you this. We come from a time and age where friends would call us and tell you, "Hey, तेरा गाना IPL में बज रहा था." We coming from a time when that sort of instant response or the numbers on Instagram or the or YouTube link weren't really a barometer. And I still feel it might be a barometer to sort of measure how well your content has reached out to people. It's still not the right measure to measure popularity or success, and I think it'll be the wrong way to go down for any youngster watching this interview. I don't think that's the right way to approach your content. You'll have to make something from your heart. It'll have to touch your heart first. Only then you can cross the distance. But let's not get lost in the whole, number
Success.
business.
Number game.
Yeah.
But that said, I'll tell you, does it affect us? Yes, because the producer is going to call us and say, hey, this song didn't do well. So does it affect us? Yes. Are we interested? No.
It does. So,
Right.
like, y'all are taking success as a byproduct and hard work as the goal. So,
Always.
Absolutely.
beautifully said. Like, thank you for answering this. And there are a lot of compositions, but which one has been your personal favorite to each one of you? So,
I think Apna Manale, hands down, is easily my number 3 after Saibo and Gina Gina. I don't think we made a song like Apna Banale in a very long time now. Perhaps we were never given the premises or the opportunity to make. So I'm just so glad that Apna Banale has come out of the two of us. I think it's gone to my top 3. But there are some other songs that did not find the light of the day, which I like, which I always mention about. There's a song called Kushamdeed from Go Goa Gone, and there is a song called Pinjra from Simran. I think
Yeah.
these are also our real good compositions, and I hope that people, maybe, this interview can help them find these songs.
I hope so too. And Jigar, what about you?
I think, of course, Apna Manale is my recent favorite from what we've made. Besides Laadke, Kalle Kalle, Chunar, I think these songs will always top our lists, and yes, no complaints, but we've got the chance to make these songs.
Wonderful. And then, but there is a lot of, when we talk about so many compositions and Laadke and the kind of comments we see below the songs, you realize that right now sitting here, I realize that no, y'all are not just people, y'all are legends in your own space because people really adore you. So, yeah, to each one of you, a part of the rapid fire, any overwhelming, bizarre fan comments that you must have.
My God, I have this one to share, that my very close friend called me at 3:30, and when a good friend calls you at 3:30, you know there is emergency. So I just picked up my phone and I said, "What happened?" And he said, "My sister's in the ICU, and the doctors are not really confident of where this is going. But in her consciousness, she said, just call Sachin and ask him to sing Ladki for me." Now, I don't know, I'm choking as I tell you this. I mean, I don't know if we are good. Of course, Ladki is a great song, but we don't know what our content means to someone. And at that point, when she was struggling between life and death, she wanted to hear that song. Trust me, I'm choking now. At that time, I didn't even know how to react, because इतना कोई महान नहीं हूं मैं कि किसी के मतलब ऐसे लाइफ के ऐसे पॉइंट पे मतलब मैं काम आऊं किसी के. तो I spoke to her over the phone. I sang a couple of lines, and then I told her that, listen, if you want to sing the whole song, you'll have to fight it and come back, and you'll have to come to my house to hear the full song. 6 months later, she fought her medical situation through, I don't know, magically. And 6 months later, she came to my place and she's telling me, Sachin bhai, aapki wajah se zinda hu main. And I was like, this is too much to take.
This is overwhelming. Absolutely
Oh my
overwhelming.
God.
And
Oh my
I'm
God.
sure more and more people get to know. And there are people, I mean, I'm just sorry to interrupt, but there are people who've said that, my father is no more, my daughter is no more, and I'm overwhelmed. I listen to this song every day. There are comments like these. I'm sure you must have read. And I'm sure I don't know how to comprehend what these statements mean, but it must be so important to them in their lives. And thanks to you guys that you have created
Yeah.
this
So
kind.
I'll tell you about Laadke. Laadke is one emotion. When we were called to do Coke Studio, we wanted to say a story and not make a song. That was our idea. And I remember that day very clearly. It was exactly the feeling we wanted to feel. It's very rare. It's very rare. Must have happened 4 times in our career till now that you felt exactly what you want to feel. And that day in that studio while performing, we felt exactly what we wanted to feel. Okay. And and we are coming from Gujarat, and we've seen not only in Gujarat but world over that that we've heard about female child being abandoned. We've heard about female child not being given the right of education. And as artists, if we can move some emotion inside someone, I think that is the actual victory of an artist. We can earn money, we can have big houses, we can have big cars, but I don't think that is the real victory for us unless we have moved something in the society. And I think with Ladki, um, uh, I think we've been able to move a few people, because we've got calls and messages where they said that my mother-in-law was not okay with us having a girl child, and now we were so scared when we had a girl child, and uh, uh, we just play this song to her, and my mother-in-law is embracing it, you know. And we've named our daughter Latki, and a certain father and a daughter living far apart, not spoken for years, shared the same song, and they started speaking with each other. So I think we are just blessed, and this is God's way of communicating through us. And we might have made hits, and we might have hit the numbers, and we might be playing in parties, but I think God has communicated through us in a few songs. Chunar is one of them, Latki is one of them, Jina Jina is one of them. So, and I just hope that we are able to do these a little more, because I think that's what an artist is made for.
And y'all are living the dream. Y'all are living the dream. And how? One of the last questions of the fire is, I'm sure this is a tough one. Kriti or Shraddha, the hotter one? I mean, it is.
I'll make it damn easy for you. I like Kriti hands down, and Jigar loves Shraddha. Um, not like I don't like Shraddha, or like Jigar doesn't like Kriti. But to answer your question,
You all have just split it into two for the audience.
absolutely.
Good cop, bad cop.
So audiences, we are not getting anything from them again.
No,
So
but I think both of them are amazing. Kriti did a cameo in Stree with Aao Kabhi Haveli pe. Shraddha did a cameo with Thumkeshwari.
Tumkeshwari.
And if we have to be selfish, because of both these pretty women, our songs are doing well. So
And
yes.
Shraddha is super talented. She's extremely talented. The way she can, I remember it in ABCD, the way she started dancing at the time, other dancers were catching up with her moves. So I've seen that
And she's a lovely
with
singer
Kriti.
as
I've
well.
seen
In
her,
fact, yeah, both of them. In fact, even
and
Kriti
yeah,
can sing so well.
she delivered Mimi like nobody's business.
Yeah.
The way she's acted in Mimi. So yeah,
Yes, and I think
these are hot ladies.
every composer, every composer, every film composer has this, actor actresses who kind of go very well with their songs. Every generation. Like for example, I say Ranbir and Pritam sir. I think they have a chemistry. When Ranbir is lip syncing to Pritam sir's song, it just feels right. So similarly, I think we have this thing with Varun. Whenever we have scored for Varun and Shraddha and Kriti now, I think there is some magic happening there. So I think we are all finding our spaces, and we are just glad to have been working with all these people.
beautifully said. And I mean, I'm sure you all have worked with so many talented people. I mean, actors, and there's so much art around you that I really want to, wish you all the luck and more songs to come. And, I just the last thing for fans, I mean, anything new that is coming up, anything that you want to share, anything interesting?
Yeah, we finished. I think two Gujarati films have released before Bhediya. One is releasing on the 18th. One has already released in the beginning of the month. Two more Gujarati films are coming. So for all the Gujarati fans, a lot of quality Gujarati content is coming through. But after Bhediya, there are 3 or 4 Hindi films that will release next year. We are doing 3 web shows. So a lot of content coming out. We are working day and night to give you all the best of our heart. I hope it reaches.
And more luck. Oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed as I talk about, because this is not relevant at all. This is just signing off, and I via Daily Hunt Harshita Daga. I just wanted to add that I am a Gujarati myself, so I'm completely overwhelmed with all the Gujarati songs of yours as well. So not relevant to the interview, just a personal.
Thank
It's
you.
an experience listening to you. I mean, I've heard Saibo much before the Hindi version came in. So, yeah, I was sending Saibo ka Gujarati version to my friends who didn't know Gujarati, and then the Hindi version was launched. So, definitely, I mean, when you started off with this the dancey songs and all that, uh, we didn't know there was so much. It encompassed a bigger picture, and yeah, right now, I guess wish you all the luck is what I can say. More and more
Thank you.
interviews to you, more
Thank
and
you
more
so
fans.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
But
Thank you.
valid questions, fun interview. Enjoyed it, Harshita.
Thank you. I enjoyed it thoroughly.